Hello everybody. In the last video, I showed you guys how to hand pollinate tomatoes. Today's video, I am going to show you guys how to hand pollinate pumpkins and cucumbers. This method can also work for zucchinis, squash, and most of the melon plants. The pollinating process is different than the tomato plants. Let me show you guys why. I'm going to quickly go over the three different types of plants that we normally see. The first one is called the hermaphrodite plant. In this plant, in the same plant, same flower, it will contain both the male and the female reproductive organ. Plants such as like tomato, eggplants, peppers, they all belong in this category. This is the second type of plants we commonly see. It's called a monoecious plant. In this plant, it produces two types of flowers, a male flower and a female flower. And this is the plants that we are looking at today for pumpkins and cucumbers. And lastly, we have a really interesting plant. It's called a dioecious plant. A dioecious plant can either be a female plant. A female plant can only produce female flowers, or it could be a male plant. A male plant can only produce male flowers. So in order for you to pollinate them, you will have to have both the plant and somehow transfer the pollens from the male plants to the female plants. So that's it for the types of plants. Let's go back to our topic about pumpkins. As a monoecious plant, pumpkins produce two types of flowers in the same plant. In order for you to hand pollinate them, you will have to be able to identify the two different flowers. To the left here, we have a female flower, and to the right, we have a male flower. If you just look at it quickly, it is hard for you to tell the differences. But if you look close enough, you can see at the base of the female flower, you see a fruit bud. And at the base of the male flower, it looks just like part of the flower. Let me put them close up so you guys can compare the two. At the base of the female flower, you can actually see the pumpkin that you're about to grow. And at the base of the male flower, it is just part of the flower. So this is how you can tell the differences between a male flower and a female flower. And that is the same for cucumber flowers. As a female flower, you can always see the fruiting bud, which is the cucumbers that I'm growing. And as a male flower, this is all you can see, just the flower. And this is a side-by-side comparison between the male flowers and the female flowers. I hope from now on you guys will be able to identify the two different flowers. And without further ado, we shall begin pollinating the flowers. So the first thing I did is to snip off the male flower and then gently remove the petals from the male flower. Now with the petals off, you can easily see the anthers of the male flower, and that is where it holds all the pollens. Now we can start the pollinating process, which is really easy. So with the anthers of the male flower exposed, you want to find the female flower and then gently rub the anther you have on your hand with the stigma, which is the pieces that is in the middle of the female flower. So gently rub it around, and this will transfer the pollens onto the female flower and finishing up the pollination process. And as for cucumber flowers, the process is all the same. So just gently remove the petals, take that anther and bring it to a female flower and wrap it around, and that's all you need to do. Okay, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you guys learned something, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye.